It's 2006 and the K-pop industry is at a crossroad. While the music industry buzzed with its usual trends, one artist was about to completely rewrite the rules of the game. While other idols followed the norm, G-Dragon took control of his career in a way no one else dared to, risking everything to revolutionize K-pop. Determined to make his mark, he worked tirelessly to redefine what an idol could be, creating music that broke from tradition and set his own standards. From redefining fashion to challenging long-standing conventions, G-Dragon's choices grew into a legacy that reshaped the industry. But what were these changes and how do they redefine K-pop as we know it? Before G-Dragon, idols had little to no control over the music they performed. The process was largely handled by producers, songwriters, and companies who were responsible for creating every detail ranging from lyrics to the concepts. Most idols would enter the studio with pre-written songs and perform them without any room for personal opinion or touches. However, G-Dragon revolutionized and changed this trend by exploring the role of producer, lyric, and composer for most of Big Bang's music. G-Dragon was directly involved in music production activities like composing songs and producing major Big Bang hits like Haru Haru, Lies, and Farewell. This type of involvement was rare in early 2009 to 2013 when K-pop artists like Girls' Generation, one of the biggest K-pop groups during this period, weren't involved in songwriting or independent production for their music. SM Entertainment would work with professional songwriters to produce songs with the sole goal of members mainly focusing on performing. Meanwhile, G-Dragon was more than just a performer. He was a creator who broke K-pop norms and voiced out his unique take on K-pop music. G-Dragon's unique music focused on hip-hop, EDM, and pop, giving his group a distinct style that other groups couldn't replicate. In the earlier days of K-pop, songs mainly featured energetic and catchy beats in which groups like Girls' Generation and Super Junior excelled. G-Dragon, however, broke away from those trends and introduced a more experimental and genre-blending approach. In early 2009, genres like hip-hop, electronic rock, and R&B were rare in the K-pop industry. Today, G-Dragon's hands-on approach to music inspired a new generation of idols who not only perform but also create their own songs. Now, big idols like BTS's RM, Suga, 17's Woozi, and many others produce their own music, showing that idols are more than just dancers. Agencies have also begun to recognize that allowing artists to get involved in music production could lead to even greater success. Now, we see big agencies like YG making their producers work with the idols themselves. For example, YG's record producer Teddy Park is often seen working with Blackpink, Chun Somi, Ihi, Sunmi, and other YG artists. Thanks to G-Dragon's success, agencies embraced idol-producer relationships to create a more revolutionized music industry. However, G-Dragon's influence didn't just stop at music. He heavily influenced the K-pop fashion industry. G-Dragon created a brand new fashion aesthetic by refusing to conform to the standard at the time. Instead of sticking to the traditional K-pop costumes, G-Dragon styled oversized, flashy clothes and accessories with bold patterns and unusual colors that made him stand out. During his debut, G-Dragon would rock looks in ripped jeans, graphic tees, and unique hats which were rare for K-pop idols at that time. At that time, changing hairstyles and hair colors weren't really a thing until G-Dragon set trends to match the concepts of his music videos. For example, in Big Bang's Fantastic Baby, he took fashion experimentation to a whole new level and introduced styles that were rarely seen in K-pop before. Patterned lipsticks, long hairstyles, and unusual style, G-Dragon's aesthetic can be best described as fearless and innovative. It didn't take long for G-Dragon's fashion sense to catch the attention of big names in the fashion industry. In 2009, he partnered with one of the top luxury brands, Louis Vuitton. They sponsored clothes for G-Dragon during his debut album projects, and it was the first time in the company's history to sponsor anyone from South Korea. During his peak popularity around 2016, G-Dragon became the ambassador for Chanel, which wasn't just a turning point for G-Dragon himself, but also for the industry. Since then, G-Dragon has inspired other artists to collaborate with big brands and bring a transformative shift in the K-pop fashion industry. Now, many K-pop idols like Lisa, Jennie, and Jimin are seen collaborating with with global brands like Bulgari, Chanel, and Dior shaping the K-pop fashion industry. G-Dragon has also partnered with other big names like Vogue and Giuseppe, showing how his image has made an important impact in the fashion world. G-Dragon was also one of the first idols to pioneer creating their own fashion brands. While not the first in terms of global impact, he set the precedent for many idols in the industry. Peace-1 is his streetwear fashion brand and has a variety of products that represent G-Dragon's personal style and taste. One of G-Dragon's successful projects was his collaboration with Nike to create Paranoise Air Force sneakers, which quickly became popular among sneaker lovers all around the world. Peace-1 also has a strong following on Instagram with over 1 million followers. Today, it's common to see K-pop idols at major fashion events, with Blackpink's Jisoo attending Dior's events or Jennie appearing at the Met Gala, which shows that K-pop artists could be influential style icons to the world. But his venture into fashion also left a unique mark on the aesthetic of K-pop for many generations to come. Though not the first to do it, the industry changed as G-Dragon consistently challenged conventional masculinity and gender norms in K-pop. For instance, G-Dragon's choice to wear female clothes, a wig, and even bold eyeshadows in the music video for Crayon showed a daring mix of masculine and feminine elements that many idols had never tried before. G-Dragon often wore bright lip colors, including red lipstick, which was almost unheard of for male idols at the time. He often posed in photo shoots that had a gender-neutral aesthetic and confidently wore female clothing items like skirts, not just during K-pop events, but in his everyday life. This rebellious self-expression allowed G-Dragon to shape the K-pop industry in a way that many fans found relatable. His choices inspired other male idols to experiment with their own looks. Today, it's normal for K-pop idols to dye their hair in different colors, wear feminine makeup, and dress up in unique clothes. G-Dragon also played an important role in blending Western and Korean culture within the K-pop industry. During Big Bang's era, it was rare to see Korean celebrities embrace Western music styles, especially hip-hop. Thanks to G-Dragon and 2NE1 though, the industry was revolutionized as they actively engaged with Western media and introduced a whole wave of collaborations with international artists. G-Dragon and CL collaborated with big international celebrities like Diplo in the song Dirty Vibe and performed with Missy Elliott on a live stage on his song Nilaria, helping them fill the gap between both cultures. G-Dragon blended his powerful rap with Missy Elliott's hip-hop style in the song Nilaria, creating a unique fusion between Korean and American hip-hop influences. G-Dragon is seen as one of the first idols to gain international recognition outside Asia, especially among K-pop fans and in the fashion industry. His music, both solo and with Big Bang, has received a lot of love from Western and Korean audiences. As of 2023, G-Dragon is more widely recognized in North America relative to other artists due to his significant impact on the global K-pop scene. Even though G-Dragon may not be as mainstream as some Western stars, he's a respected and influential figure globally. G-Dragon's recognition has also contributed to the growing normalization of solo activities in the world of K-pop. While being a part of Big Bang, G-Dragon took on solo activities, normalizing it for other idols as well. In the past, going solo meant that idols were disbanding from the group and starting their journeys. This was especially common during the earlier K-pop generations, when solo careers marked the end of a group as fans knew it. But G-Dragon broke that mold by not only succeeding as a Big Bang member, but on his solo projects as well. He proved that idols can thrive in a group as well as individually. G-Dragon started his first solo album while being a part of Big Bang, which was a big hit and earned him the Mnet Asian Artist of the Year win in 2009. Back then, it was actually the biggest male solo artist debut of all time. Seeing this, other Big Bang members followed in G-Dragon's footsteps and launched their solo albums. This made fans worried that Big Bang was disbanding, but the group came back stronger than ever with their 2011 comeback, Tonight, which reassured fans that the group was still intact. In his solo career, G-Dragon experimented with a lot of genres, from hip-hop to rock and even pop, diversifying the musical genres in K-pop. Now, G-Dragon serves as a leading and influential figure. His dual identity serves as a symbol of hope for other K-pop idols, showing that they could engage in personal projects too. Today, many K-pop groups like Blackpink, BTS, 17, NCT, and many more are encouraged to explore their identities while being part of a group. BTS members also got a lot of popularity through their solo journeys while drawing inspiration from G-Dragon. This shift towards personal branding in K-pop, with idols cultivating their unique identities, allows them to more deeply connect with their respective audiences. Many idols have publicly expressed their admiration for G-Dragon and acknowledged his influence over the years. G-Dragon has set the standard for the idol culture in Korea and even internationally for many generations to come.